So hey guys, I'm gonna be doing what I got slash the placings I got at Willow Tree Live this past weekend. The show was on Sunday, and I went Friday. I went down Friday, and then we spent all Saturday just hanging out with family and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna show you the horses that I got at Willow Tree at the show and slash on Saturday because I got some on Saturday. And then before I show these guys, I'm gonna show this guy. He is new. I got him Monday. I did not get him at the show. I got him Monday. I ordered him the week of the show, and he's the original of Fire. I got him from somebody off Instagram. Here. This is who I got LaFire from. If you want to go buy awesome horses from her, you should totally go because she has some more horses for sale. And she's really nice and sweet, and she packs beautifully. He came in beautiful condition, and she described him as perfect as he was. So I highly recommend people go buy from her because she's really awesome. So after 6 years, my mare has her foal. I bought the mare 6 years ago, but she did not come with a foal, and I've been hunting down a foal ever since, and I just could not pass him up. So like I said, I did not get him at the show. I got him the week of the show, and he came in Monday. So on Saturday, the day before the show, I just hang out with family and stuff, and we went to Walmart. So I found some blind bags, and so I got these three. This is Dalton, Madison, and Kira. Very cute. And then we stopped at Tractor Supply just to see what they had, and they had this freaking cute Schley cow. So I bought her, and she's adorable. And I did buy everything with all these horses, my own money, by the way, horses and cows. So I bought her because she was just so cute. Last thing I bought Saturday was this wood grain family Arabian foal. I went to an antique shop. They had a ton of briars there, and a lot of them weren't reasonably priced, but I talked the antique shop owner down to this girl, down to a reasonable price for this girl, and like, she's in beautiful condition. All she really has is ear rubs, this flaw above her eye, and a couple tail rubs, but other than that, she's like, doesn't have like any body rubs or anything like that. So I quickly bought her, and she's quite adorable. And like I said, this is the wood grain family, or Pratt Arabian, no, I don't know, it's family Arabian foal or something like that, but she's adorable. I love her. So that's all I bought Saturday. The show day, I won these guys in the raffle. This is the new release of Misty and Stormy. I've been wanting these guys forever, but I was kind of being cheap and not really wanting to pay a lot of money for these guys, and so when I saw they were the raffle items, I quickly entered for them, and I won them, and they're adorable. Miss Stormy's really cute. I got a lot of foals this weekend, and I don't know why. And then the last two items I bought the twin Palomino foals. They were both new in box, and so I quickly bought them because they were for sale at my show. And so I bought them, and they're in beautiful condition. I haven't seen a really nice pair of these guys because they came out in like 2004. But yeah, I got these guys. So there's the Amber, and here's the Ashley. So now I have a really big conga, and I did not mean to conga these two molds. So now we can move on to placings, and so I'll start off with 6 places. I'll go over these guys in a minute, but here's an overview of all my 6th placers. And I'm very proud of all these horses because they're actually surprisingly in decently sized classes, and so they placed really well. So there was a cow class, and so I showed the Schleich Rodeo Bowl, and surprisingly he got a 6th place. But I honestly want to say there was only 6 cows in the class. I'm not sure. My Argyle, who I bought from an Instagram seller, was going out of the hobby, and he got a 6th place in his huge class. That was actually a really big class, so I was really happy with him. This guy, this is Chocolate Chip Kisses, and he was in a huge paint horse class. There was a ton of Peter Stones, and he pulled a 6th place. So I was very happy with that. Even though it was like last place, it was a really good placing for this horse. And then there was a fun class. A fun class is the same as like the cattle classes. And there was a deco class, so I showed 4 horses in that class. And I showed my skullduggery. And he got a 6th place in that class. There's a lot of interesting models in that class. There was like a reindeer, horned, whatever you want to call it, like Morgan, I guess. And so there's this girl too. This is the overall paint full. And she like always, for some odd reason, really places really well. And she got a 6th place. And that was my really big class. My chalky who win. I only took my chalky version. And out of a really big class, she got a 6th. I want to say she beat out another who win. And then my new pit bull is Arabian mare, who I got from Rambling Red Rose on Instagram and Striker Freedom Stables here on YouTube. She got a 6th place, and she has never placed for her old owner, so this is her first show placing. Okay, moving right along to 5th places. These are all my 5th place horses. Setting up here, my Fun Fool's Red mare. She took a 5th place in her class. And that was actually a pretty nice size class. And then this guy, this is my Brunello. He's never placed for me before. This is his first show placing, and I've been showing him for a couple times. And he got a 5th place. I changed it over his breed, so I might keep him as that breed. My Vahana, who I was very proud of, because he has some flaws, but he's really pretty, and I didn't know to show him as, and I got a recommendation, words today, from a friend of mine to show him as the breed I showed him as, and he got a 5th, and I'm very proud of him, because he said he's not flawless, but he's really beautiful, so I'm very proud of this. This girl, who I've tried as like 50,000 new breeds, and this show, she placed a 5th as this breed I showed her as. So I think I'm going to keep her as this breed, because my last show that I took her to, she placed as this too, so I'm going to probably keep her as this, but maybe get a different one, because she's not the most perfect horse in the world. This girl, she likes 5th places. She got a 5th place last year at this show, and she took a 5th again this year at this show. She's my Sansella. So I'm guessing she likes 5th places, because she got a 5th place at this show as well. Okay, moving right along to 4th places. I only had 4 horses place 4th. So yeah, so starting up here, this is my Creamsicle. And she's been bouncing all over the place with her show placings, but she got a 4th place at this show. Then my Clydesdale mare, who hasn't placed for me in a couple of years. So I was going to retire after the show, but she took a 4th place. Right now, she's my only other Clydesdale that I show, besides a couple of my other horses. So as soon as I get a better looking Clydesdale, I might retire her. My new calf that I got, that you guys saw at the beginning of this video, I threw her in the cow class on Sunday, and she took a 4th place in that cow class. And there's a lot of like nice Breyer cows and nice like vintage cows. I was like, you go. She beat out 2 horses. She beat out my rodeo bull and then someone else's horse. And then my Pegasus, who's my silver Pegasus, you guys you saw I got. And he took a 4th place at his show, so I'm very proud of him. So, yeah, he's really pretty. I'm very proud of him. So, yeah, those are all my 4th place horses. Moving on to 3rd. Okay, so here are all my 3rd place horses. And some of these horses, I don't think she was in my show showing video, so I added her in last minute, but we'll get to her in a minute. So starting off with this guy, this is my Collecte that I got at Breyerfest this past year, and he's not in the best condition. He has like that smudging on his spot. He has the rubs. He has that rub right here. He's not in the best condition, and he still took a 3rd in a huge Appaloosa class, so I was like very shocked and very pleased with his placing. My Jake, who I got for Christmas this past year, he took a 3rd place in his class, and there were more than 3 horses in the class, so I was very pleased with him. He's, like I said, he's another one that's not in best condition, but he was one of the nicer models on the table, so yeah. My Equinox, she's slowly crawling up. She's slowly crawling up to some nice placings. She got a 3rd at the show. I think her lowest is a 5th place, and I think this is her highest now. So I'm very pleased with her because I loved this horse. So moving on to this girl, at a last minute whim, like a couple days before the show, I was video chatting one of my friends, and she's like, oh yeah, we show this mold all the time up at my region, and she does really well. And I was like, well, Shaseshian's really plain. She's not gonna do good. So just take her. So I just threw her in, and she took a 3rd place in the Arabian class, as my friend recommended me to do with her show tag. So I did something different on her show tag, and she took a 3rd. So I was very pleased with that, and I'm excited to get hopefully a nicer looking, more shaded, better looking horse in this mold, and maybe that one will do really good. My JC, who I got his breed recommendation from my friend, and I made a really nice breed reference for him. And the same class that my Who Win was in, he took a 3rd. So I'm very pleased with that. And then this little girl that I got, I don't know how long I got her, but she's the new 2018 like Paso Fino, and she's like beautifully shaded, and she took a 3rd. There were some really nice horses in that class, so I was very happy with that placing because she was a really, really hard class. Then my Bay Pinto Pony, as impossible to find a breed for her. I think I found a good breed for her, and she placed 3rd, so I'm gonna keep her as that breed and see how she keeps doing. Let's take her to more shows and stuff. Then again in the decorator class, it was just a fun class. My little Peterstone pony that I took, everybody loved him. He took a 3rd. And so yeah. Then this little custom done by Danielle, or Princess Pikachu 123, as known as on here on YouTube. He took a 3rd in his class. And I'm not going to say it was a huge class, but I know he beat a horse or 2. So, yeah. So there are my 3rd placers. Moving on to 2nd places, and those guys got Nan cards. Okay, so moving on to 2nd places and Nans. These guys are all my 2nd placers and Nanners. So, yeah, we're going to start up here. This little donkey, she's a Shalike donkey, and like most judges do not like her for some odd reason. I don't know why, but at this show the judge liked her, and she placed a 2nd and a Nan. My Glossy Indu, this was his first show. I had got him at Briarfest 2017, and I haven't showed him. I haven't gone to a show to show him at. And this was his first show, and he pulled a 2nd and a Nan. And my Vallegro, who got first a Nan and reserve champion last year, didn't place. My Nazrudin got a 2nd place and a Nan card. Very happy with him. There wasn't that many horses in the class though. My Glossy Gigi Valentine, who was in a really huge class, she brought in her 8th Nan card. This is her 8th Nan card. So my Glossy Gigi Valentine, who is fighting with other horses right now, hold on. So my Glossy Gigi Valentine is now 8 times Nan. Then my Glossy Heartbreaker, who hasn't been showing very well for some odd reason, all of a sudden started to want to win again because I was going to retire him actually after this show, and he got a 2nd place in a Nan. This horse, hold on. This horse, who surprises me every time I take him out to the show because he's in a beautiful condition. He just has a few minor flaws, but he pulled a 2nd place in an Nan card at this show, so yeah. This girl, who bounces between 4th or 2nd in Nan, my class still full, decided to take a 2nd place in a Nan card at this show. And then this guy actually has a story behind him. So last year at the same show, I took him, and like a complete idiot, I showed him as an Andalusian. Well, when I was talking to one of my friends, Andalusians cannot be this color. It doesn't happen in Andalusians, so I was like, crap, what am I going to show him as? Then I found there's a really good breed for this coloring and stuff, and it worked. He pulled a 2nd in a Nan, so I'm going to keep using that breed. Then this guy who I got last year at the show, but I didn't have time to show him because when I got him, his class already passed. But this year he took a 2nd place in a Nan card. This girl who I also bought last year at the show, I showed her there last year, and I took her again this year, and she pulled another 2nd place in a Nan card. And then this is another custom. This girl is done by High Altitude Studios, on Instagram, and she almost stripped this horse, and I'm glad she didn't, and I bought her, and she pulled a second in a nan card, but there were technically only 2 horses in the class, but that's okay. Okay, so before we move on to the really big placings, I gotta show off the first placers. These are all the first place horses. So starting over here, almost all my Maxims placed. My Con did not place, but my Versailles decided it was her time to shine. When I take my Con and Versailles to shows, Con or Versailles will either take a Nan card, but it's very rare that both will take Nan cards. So at this show, because last year Con took the Nan card, so this show Versailles to take the Nan card. So Versailles got a first place in a Nan card. This boy I was very pleased with. Last year at the same show he took a third, and that this year he took a first place in a Nan card. And this is my Matt Fall. So I'm very happy with him. My Quick Step, who a friend of mine sold her to me, and she took a first place in a Nan card. And the funny thing is, my friend actually never showed her because she never thought that she would do good, and she's been nanning for me a lot of times. So yeah, my Marawari, my Palomino Marawari, he got a first place in a Nan card in his class. This was a huge shock. My OT Ceremonier, who I show as a different breed than most people think I would show her as, and a lot of people say that she can't show well because of her flat leg, and I guess she has a double shoulder. But I guess my thing is, like, I think some judges understand that they're plastic horses, and sometimes their conformation cannot always be the 100% spot on. And she took a first place in a Nan card in her class, and this is her second Nan card under 2 different judges as this breed I show her as. And not only did my Make-A-Wish model place, somebody else took a second place in a Nan card. So I don't think you guys should be scared of showing this mold, because it might surprise you. My little donkey, this guy's senior carrots, and he's from the blind bags. But I was like, why did he place? He has eyebrows. But the more I look at him, the more it's really hard to see his eyebrows on the side of his face. And he took a first place in a Nan card. And then this little guy is a Dartmoor foal that I got from the Dartmoor foal set, Marin foal set. He took a first place in a Nan card in his class. So this is my little tiger custom, and she was a lot of people's favorites, and her class was not Nan qualifying because it's just a decorated class, but she took a first place in a Nan card, and this is actually her first show. This guy, who went from a 5th to a 1st, and the only reason that she took 1st was because she was the only one in the class. But she's also done by High Altitude Studios, who did actually these 4 customs and the Belgian. I showed you guys the little Belgian custom. They're all done by High Altitude Studios. Then this guy, who I was very happy with, he was another popular horse at the show. This is my Fjord custom, and he took a first place in a Nan card in his class. And his class was not small, I don't think. And then this girl, who's my Appaloosa custom, not done by me, took a first place in a Nan card as well. So then I'll guys move on to show you my big winners. So for the reserve champions and stuff, this was probably one of the best shows I've gone to for these. I had 4 horses in the overall callbacks for overall, and I didn't get any overalls, but that's okay. I'm not complaining about how well I did with the 4 horses that placed really high for me. Yeah. So the very first, well, not the very first, but this guy, he was my only reserve champion. I got 3 grands and 1 reserve. So he, like I said, he took first place in his class. And then this beautiful boy went on to get OF Halter Reserve Champion, and his show name is Dance with the Devil. Please do not take that show name. It is actually a song. But yeah, he went on to get OF Halter Division Reserve Champion of all the OF Draft horses, which I was very pleased with. Because like I said, last year at this same show, he got a 3rd. So he was I was very happy with his placing. Moving right along, this little girl, this is my Quick Step. She took a first place in a Nan card in her class, and her name is Champagne Rose. And she took OF Halter Division Grand Champion of all the foals. And I was astounded with her because She is so cute, and I remember my friend saying that she will not show her because she does not think she'll show well. And she has done well for me, so I'm very happy with her placing because I could not be more excited for her. And this is why I say do not be scared to show molts that people deem not showable, because this horse, like I said, she has 2 Nan cards with the same breed under 2 different judges. She took her first place in Nan card this show, and she also took OF Halter Division Grand Champion of her division. I'm not going to say her division. But she took OF Halter Grand Champion of her division. So, like I said, do not be scared to show molds that are deemed unshowable, because they might surprise you. Because I honestly was thinking about retiring her because she is unshowable. So, yeah. And so, like I said, she took first place, and then OF Halter OF Halter Division Grand Champion, and her name is April Showers. Again, please do not steal any show names that you see with these 4 horses. And yeah, this is my OT ceremony. So, very happy with her. Very, very happy with her. Kind of shocked. I was also very shocked, but very happy as well. So, this is my last one. I'm not going to say he is my best placing, but he is probably the horse I was most happy with. This is my custom Fjord. It was a classic halfling, and I had the artist custom him into a him and turn him into a fjord. And he was very popular at the show. A lot of people wanted him and stuff. And so, like I said, he took a first place in an Nan card in his class. And then there was a lot of nice customs and resins in his callbacks. And he took Custom Halter Division Grand Champion. So I was astounded with him. And he's done by High Altitude Studios on Instagram. So if you guys want to custom, you should go check her out because she does amazing works, and like, I'm blown away by his eyes. His eyes are stunning. So yeah, that is all my placings that I got at the Willow Tree Live. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, just comment, and comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.